morning, everyone. Today we are going to sum up the chapter 4 planning because we completed all the topics of this chapter. And for your knowledge, I am telling you that topic number 5, types of plan. Now this year will not be in your course. That's why today I am going to complete or sum up this chapter, and you have to learn 4 topics in chapter 4. And you should make summary. That's why then it will become easy to learn. So first meaning and quotation I gave you, you have to learn that and the diagram which I gave you. See the quotation I gave, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. First definition, first quotation. Then second quotation I gave you, plan positively, plan purposely, and persistent. Now, after that, you have to make the diagram this way, here we are, where we want to go, present condition, future condition, and all. Then you will start your topic. Okay, like in the exam, if process of planning given, first the keyword is SDIESIS. You cannot skip any step in the process. Here, SDI, and I give you one diagram also here in the process. You have to show the planning, and then last you reach at your goal. First, S, setting objectives. First, you decide the goals and try to achieve them. Then D, developing premises, means future is uncertain. You have to make some assumptions about the future. Okay, so developing premises. Then I, identifying various alternatives. When you identify various alternatives available, then E, you have to evaluate each and every alternatives, positive as well as negative points, so you can select the best one. So see, in every alternative maybe some positive aspects there, some negative aspects there, so you evaluate each and every alternative or the option available. Then as selecting the alternative, selecting the best option, S means you have to select the best option which is available to you among various options. Which option has minimum or least negative impacts? We will select that. So selecting alternatives, then I, implementing those plans which you select. Now you will implement, put it in action, and then follow up. Follow up means you will work on those plans. So for if the exam, your question will be explain steps or process of planning. You have to first write the keyword, that is SDIESIF. Then you will make the diagram, and accordingly you have to first sum up all the 7 steps. Then you will explain one by one. First write the heading, then 3-4 lines for each one. Like in this way you will write. First option is setting objective. Then you will write 3-4 lines. In the planning process, the first step is setting objective, what we want, or the future plans we have to decide first. Accordingly, you will write all the points. So this is the summary. So children, what is the process of planning? Immediately have to think SDI, ESI, F, S, setting objectives, developing devices. Okay, in this way. Now we will move second topic of this chapter. So today's topic is, I will sum up the chapter. Second is in feature, I gave you one keyword. What was the keyword? P, A, B, C, D, E, F. Means planning has A, B, C, D, E, F. Now P, pervasive. E is pervasive. Means planning is pervasive. It requires everywhere, in every department, at every level, in every organization, in every aspect of our life. That's why planning is necessary for all. Planning is required by all. Planning is common to all. Everyone is doing either social, political, economical, every aspect. At every level, top, middle, operational, in every department, purchase department, sales department. See, everyone is doing planning. That's why planning is pervasive. Okay, now planning helps in achieving goals, or planning helps in achieving, or we can achieve our goals. Then planning is the basis for controlling. See, planning is continuous. C means continuous. Planning is continuous. It goes on continuously. We think about our future. Maybe the plans are short term or long term. Plans may be changed, but it goes on. Your plans may be changed, as I explained you. Everyone's plans change. So planning is a continuous process. It never stops. Continuous, then the planning is dynamic. Planning helps make the organization dynamic, or the planning is dynamic. Planning helps according to the situation, environment, requirement, or the conditions. So planning is dynamic, and next, planning establishes standard for controlling, and next, F, planning is futuristic. Planning is always performed for future. We think about our future. And as I explained you, we make the plans in present on the basis of past experiences for future. That's why planning is futuristic. Always think in advance is planning. That's why we think about future. In advance, think for future. That's why planning is future. So children, what will be the keyword for features of planning? Please let me know. Yes, planning has P, A, B, C, D, F. P means planning, feature, A, B, C, D. Now here P indicates purpose. Okay, and accordingly A, B, C, D, F. These are the features of planning. For next topic, which I explained you, was advantages of planning, benefits of planning. See, as I told you, keep in mind always planned performance is better than unplanned performance. And planning and think about your futures, and accordingly you have to perform your activity. And setting the goal, setting the objective is always better. So in my opinion, as I told you, if you fail to plan to fail, there will be more chances of failures. So always make the better plans according to the available conditions, select the best alternative, implement on it, follow up on it. So think, and you always favor in the question. That planning is. Say in exam, if the question will come, do you think planning is necessary? You always go in favor. Yes, planning is necessary for everyone. I am also doing planning. You are also doing planning. Politicians, our prime minister is also doing planning. Means everyone who is thinking about their future is doing planning, and it is good for all. It is necessary for all. If you don't make the plans, how we can achieve our goals? If you don't make proper planning, then how you will achieve your goals? How you will get good results? Keep in mind, always go in favor. Yes, planning is necessary. Okay. Do you think planning is necessary? Your answer will be yes, planning is essential for success. Okay, so now planning advantages of planning. P2. First, planning provides direction. Planning provides direction. This is the thing. Planning provides direction means planning gives us direction about future activity. See what you want to do, you are thinking in present or future. So planning will give you direction. Where to go, how to do it, how to achieve your goals. So planning provides the direction to your activities also to achieve your goals. The planning is a thinking process and other functions of management are implementing. So planning is a thinking process, and if you think in advance, if you think positively, if you think properly, then planning will give you direction where you want to go, how you will go, how to achieve your goals. So planning provides us direction. Direction to achieve our objective. First, we decide our objective as a process. Now, planning gives us direction, how to achieve that goal. Then, second, planning promotes innovative ideas. Planning promotes innovative ideas. See, in advantages of planning, I gave you one word. So, two P. Planning provides us direction. Planning promotes innovative ideas. Innovative, better, creative. All ideas will come up with the help of proper. If your plan is proper, you will get success surely. So planning promotes innovative ideas. Planning promotes creativity, innovation. See, in the designing of any product, will not come in one day. Change in technology will not come in one day. That is the long process. So planning, with the proper planning, you can perform better. As I explained, Nina, if any company wants to launch a new product, if they think in prior, their product will have better features, better quality. They will face competition easily if they plan properly. Planning promotes innovative ideas, better ideas. See, as I explained you when I am explaining you the process of planning, then I told you for to get better marks or to get extra marks, you have to put extra efforts. Means you have to plan properly how to present the answer, how to make the diagram, what will be the commencement, what will be the conclusion. So this is the planning, how to present the answer. And if you make the proper plans, your answer will be innovative, creative, better than others. Always think in advance will give you better results than ours. Planning reduces the overlapping and wasteful activities. If you make proper plans and work accordingly, to think in advance, then implement the action on the action these plans. Surely there will be no wasteful activities, no overlapping. Overlapping means no repetition of any activity. So, if you want that your time, efforts, money will save, your resources will save, then make the proper plans. Time, efforts, and money can be saved with the help of proper plan. And there will be no wastage, no overlapping. Overlapping means repetition. Planning reduces wasteful activities and planning reduces overlapping. Overlapping means repetition. Repetition of work means like one company wants to launch a new product in the market. They don't make proper plan. They launch the market immediately. As I told you, one big automobile company of India did that. Then afterwards they face the failures. Customers' choice will not be there, competitors will be there, so they don't got the success. Then they make another plan. By if there is any deviation, as I told you, they make another plan. So there will be repetition of activities. There will be wastage of time, efforts, and money. So that's why I am telling you, make the plan purposely, properly, positively. You will get success. There will be no wastage of time, efforts, and money. Okay? Then our new planning overlapping and wastage. Then again, planning reduces the risk factor of uncertainties. Yes, it is. And you also. Future is uncertain. We cannot predict our future. And we cannot eliminate the risk factor, but with the help of proper planning, we can minimize it. Risk factor cannot be eliminated. Everywhere there is risk. But with the proper planning, we can reduce risk factor. Proper planning helps us to reduce the risk factor. Okay? Then planning establishes the standard of controlling and planning facilitates. Controlling is not possible without planning. First we make the plan, then we can do the control. And if there is some problem in controlling, there is some deviation, then we have to make another plan. That's why I told you planning and controlling. Planning is the first function, controlling is the last function, but both are interrelated. Okay, so this is R2E. See, in my opinion, planning chapter will come up in 6 lines only. First meaning, 2 lines, then features, P, A, B, C, D, E, F. Today you will learn the chapter. And process, S, D, I, E, S, I, F. Then advantages, P2, R2, E, F. P, planning provides direction. Planning promotes innovative ideas. Planning reduces the wasteful activities and overlapping of activities. Then planning reduces the uncertainties. Risk of uncertainty. Now come limitations. What was the key word for limitations? Third C. See, third CD. In the examination, there question will be there, like explain limitations of planning. Quick click in your mind, that is your 6 points you have to learn. B. First, B. Planning may not work in a dynamic. B. Dynamic. Now, the heading is limitations, drawback, disadvantages of planning. See, there are some problems in implementing or designing the plans, so plans may be flexible, the limitations are there, or as I told you, future is uncertain, so the plan may not be successful. But, or maybe the plans are too long, or long period plans may be unsuccessful. But according to us, or according to you, or according to everyone, that planning is better for all. But when we explain the limitations, we have to go against the plan. See how. Third, B. Dynamic. Planning may not work in a dynamic environment. Planning may not work in a dynamic environment. Our environment is changing very fast. Technology, fashion, customers' choice, competitors, government policies, everything is changing very fast. You can see our environment. Everything is changing so fast, planning may not work in this fast changing environment. Like I gave you the example of Nokia. They did not change their projects, they did not change their plans, they did not change their product. They move out from the market because competitors capture the market. Same here, planning may not work in a dynamic environment. Then next is planning may not work in a dynamic environment. Then planning involves huge cost. Involves huge cost. Planning involves huge cost, means planning is a costly process for the big organizations. They appoint some professionals, qualified team, paperwork, it requires paperwork, research and analysis. See, any company cannot launch a product or cannot come in the market in one day. This is a long process and it requires huge cost also, paperwork, research work, analysis, survey, so planning involves huge cost. Then planning leads to rigidity. Rigidity means we cannot change our plans. First, plans are decided by top level management and implemented and operated by the middle level and operational level management. So planning leads to rigidity. Planning is not flexible according to the change conditions also. Made the plans and then our plans fail. Planning leads to rigidity means planning is not flexible at all. The next planning reduces creativity. Planning reduces creativity. See, creativity means innovation, better performance or change in the plan is not possible once the plan is decided by the top level management. So, planning leads to rigidity or planning reduces creativity. Creativity means innovation, change in the plans, put some own view or opinion once the plans decided by the other levels can be changed. See, in the board of directors meeting, one big automobile company decided make the car for middle or lower income group and small car because of according to the customers. But they launched the car, but people did not prefer them. That was the failure. And middle level management knew about it, but they cannot change, cannot make the changes in the plan. That's why planning, this meeting, planning leads to rigidity. Creativity means some better performance, some innovation is not possible in the case of pre-planned or long-term plans may be failed. There are no chances of failures in long-term plans. Then planning is a time-consuming process. Planning is a time-consuming. See, we spend a lot of time in making plans, so there is less time left for implementation. Same everywhere. For your exams will be beautiful timetable, proper timetable in the with the scale, with the pencil, with the colors to make the plans exams. So planning is a time-consuming process, and there is less time left for implementation. So planning is time-consuming process. This is not a one-day task. Planning is a continuous process of management. Let's see creativity. Planning reduces creativity. Then lead. Planning does not guarantee success. Planning does not give you guarantee of success. That you will get the success if you make the proper plans. There are some uncertainties. Some mishappenings may also be there. There are maybe the conditions. See, there are various conditions: external factors, internal factors. Some natural calamities there will be there. External factors which are not under your control. And internal, if the workers are not happy, they go on strike, your plans will be failed. Some, like in the present condition, you can see that coronavirus failed the plans, many times failed seriously. First time CBSE introduced that they will give the marks without giving the paper. So plans may be failed. Planning does not give you guarantee of success. There are various reasons planning may be failed or not success. Today we completed chapter 4 and our chapter